Okay. Here we go. Ready or not? Let's get it done. There she is. Okay. You're both there. Let's do it. Feet hip width. Hands on your waist. Just start shifting your hips left to right. Warming up your inner thighs a little bit. Why not? So today we have this small band for our outer hips. And then we have 3 sets of weights. Pretty simple. Lighter, medium, and heavy. Okay, give me a big circle backwards and then go the other way. So you're just alternating side to side. Okay, now just quiet the hips, take a nice big deep breath. Keep the arms nice and wide and reach. Now you're going to draw the shoulders up and then pull them down. And just do that a few times. Draw up. And if this hurts your neck, bring your arms further in front. One more. Reach, reach, reach. And then let's just swan dive it and take it all the way down. Keep your feet nice and wide. Just hang out here, take a few breaths. We're going to get some good blood flow to our face. Nice little stretch for your lower back when you do a full fold. You know, inhale and extend to a flat back. And then fold back down. Walk your hands out, meet me in your high plank. Your feet are now going to be hip width apart. Just hold your high plank, take a few breaths. And now pull it to a down dog. Driving the heels towards the floor. Come back to plank, getting nice and high on the toes. And do that again. Pull back, draw the heels down. Elevate the heels, come forward to plank. One more time. Hold your high plank. Now put your knees down on the floor and bring your hips over your heels. Slide the hands to the corners of the mat. Take the chest down towards the floor. Keep your forehead up, just take nice deep breaths. Now we're going to take the right hand, open the palm to face up towards the ceiling, and then lift the hand off the floor just a little, and then reach it forward. And then close it and relax. Open the left, lift it, reach it. So you're trying to get the arms straight. Go to the other side again. And we're going to do this just a few more times. Come on back onto all fours. You're going to do some cat-cows here. Big arch in the back. Spread those shoulder blades apart. And then drop into the shoulders. Take your gaze, look up. So now you've got a big arch in the back. Coccyx bone up towards the ceiling. And then reverse it. Tuck under. Make sure you're looking down at your knees when you're arching that back. So your neck is just relaxed. Flip it around. And when you're doing this, you want to engage the belly the whole time. Just do a few more at whatever pace feels good for you. Maybe try moving the hips back a little bit. And one last one. Nice. Now come on to the tops of your feet. Sit back on your heels. Nice little stretch for the shins. Just hold on this spot for a minute. Well, not quite a minute, but just hold here. Then come off the knees and then take it back down with your hips over your heels. And just go up and down a few times. It's also a nice little way to release the front part of the legs, your quads. Okay. From all fours, bring the knees in, tuck the toes under. Come off the knees 1 inch, you're in bear. And from bear, take it to a small down dog. Push your legs nice and straight with your heels down. Come back to bear. And do it again, small down dog. Nice straight legs. One more time. Back to your small down dog. You're going to walk your hands towards your feet. Pull forward, fold with your arms crossed. Roll yourself up nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the arms crossed. Oh, nice. Lift the elbows. And then lower. And do it again. And lower, and one more. Release the arms, reach for the ceiling. Nice long arms. And then lower the left, take the feet to the width of the mat, shift your hips to the right, and take the arm over towards the left, nice and long. You're trying to reach out with the arm. And then come back to a neutral position and do it again. And come back neutral, and one last time. Should feel this all the way over that hip. It should feel really good. And then let's do the other side. Lift the left arm, nice and long. Hip goes out, arm goes over. Reach the arm long. And come back neutral. And repeat it. And neutral. And one last time. Try to increase the range of motion each time. Okay, come on back up. Nice big deep breath. You're going to reach, reach, reach. Bring those feet hip width apart. Take the arms parallel to the floor and give me a little squat. So you do a little hip hinge and lower a little. And then come back up. And just keep going. Maybe now, once you've done a few, you try to go a little lower. We got a lot of leg weights today, a lot of leg work to do. Now bring your hands to heart and see if you can get even lower without folding your upper body forward. You just want to get nice and low, come back up. A little harder when you don't have your arms counterbalancing your upper body, right? Keep the spine nice and long. We have 5 more to do. Now you're going to release the arms and see if you can touch the floor with your fingertips. Come back up, but it's really the booty you want to get down, right? We're going to start with some deadlifts today to warm up the back of the legs. So here we go. Round 1. Pick up your heaviest weights. We're going to do 2 legs at a time, easing into this exercise today. So feet hip width, shift your hips back, keep your legs nice and long. Come on down. And back up. Pry out your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back there. Do it again. So I'm taking a little pause at the top so I have time to give my shoulder blades that big squeeze that I want you to do. Excuse me. Okay, so now we're going to alternate between 1 squat and 1 deadlift. So 1 squat down, try to get those weights coming all the way down to the floor, and then a deadlift. and just keep alternating. When you're coming down into that squat, you want to be shifting the hips back and weighting into your heels, right? You want to keep that face up. Helps you avoid doing this with a hunchback. Not good. Keep going. I'm just going to go turn on my AC. Okay, so now hold it up. Now I want you to kickstand the right foot. So we've done this before. 20% or less weight going into your right foot. Give me a single leg deadlift. Or what we call an almost single leg deadlift. So I'm shifting my hips back. I'm weighting into the back of the front foot when I go up and down. So I'm really trying to target your butt. That's where you should be feeling it the most. And if not, really get that whole body shifting backwards. Like you almost could topple if you weren't kickstanding that foot. So I'm going down about 3 or 4 counts. It's not fast, right? Sometimes slow you get more out of it. You also have more time to correct whatever positional corrections might be required, like your weight shifting forward, for example. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. I know it's a lot of repetitions, but it's a big muscle. Okay, take a break with your hands if you need to. If you can get through it, just switch feet. We're going to kickstand the left foot. Come on down and up on that right leg. Slow and steady. Really try to spread out your chest at the top of the move and squeeze those shoulder blades if you can. The more muscles we can work at one time, when you only have 45 minutes, why not, right? And pay attention to what's going on in that left foot. You don't want much weight going into it. This is also a really good way to develop balance because you're really primarily depending on that one leg to get your upper body up and down. So we are gonna, in 7, excuse me, more reps, 7 more. Then we're gonna give our hands a little bit of a break. But we're gonna come back to these deadlifts, progressing the move to a single leg. So don't think you're out of the woods yet. Whoops. So last 2, make them great. Okay, put the weights down. Little break for our hands. Oh, shake it out. Get a quick sip of water. We're going to do some lateral lunges without weights to start. So it's an opportunity to get nice and deep, but you don't need to worry about your arms or your hands. So feet hip width, sorry, feet nice and wide. Spread them. Pick a side of your room, face it. You're going to lunge down on the right. So you're going low enough that you feel that inner thigh stretch out on that left leg. Then come back up. Stay on the same leg. Squat. Nice and low. And back up. Keep going. So each rep, see if you can get a little lower, right? You're really loading up that quad muscle of that right leg and your glute. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Lunging left. Make sure you're going low enough that you feel that right inner thigh get nice and long. You want to be drawing the weight back. We talk about this almost in every exercise we do. Most of our bodies are front side dominant, and that's why it's important to always try to work the back side. Not that we see it much, but it's super important, right? Your spine, your butt and legs. Try to make these great. Nice and low every time. Four more on this side. And then we're going to progress back to that single leg deadlift. Last one. Nice. Okay. Hopefully you were feeling that in the front part of the legs. Shake it out because we are going to the back part. Single leg deadlift. Cheers. So we're back to holding the heavy weights. Pick them up. So we're going to start working the left leg first. Extend your right foot. This is your starting point. And if you need to come back here or you want to stay here, whatever floats your boat, right? I'm going to lift the back foot up and slowly come down, trying to shift my weight into the heel and my hips back, and then come back up. So I'm going nice and slow, down slow. So I have time to move the hips back and just weight into that front heel. Now, the position of the weights when they come down should be alongside of the foot. Now, your hips are supposed to stay square. So don't let the right hip rise up. You have 5 more to get through. You can always kickstand the foot if it becomes too daunting. Or to still challenge your balance, you could just not hold the weights, but take your hands on either side of that front foot each time. So we got options. One more, why not? Okay, before we start the other leg, we're gonna put the weights down, shake out your grip. Whew. Ready? Other side. So, left foot kickstands this time. This is probably your stronger leg of the two. So give me that nice hip hinge. Back leg comes up. Weights frame your front foot. And you're taking them all the way down to the floor if you can. When you're unhinging, please weight the back of the front foot. Super important to really isolate that muscle. Whew. 5 to go. We got this. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Okay, put them down. Oh, we're going to grab the band, the famous band. So we're lying down, band above the ankles. You know the drill. This is the best and most efficient way to work your outer hips. So why not? Legs nice and straight. Open out as wide as you can. Close slowly. Lose all the momentum. Open out wide. Close slow. And just keep going. So you're working a 3 or 4 count out and a 3 or 4 count in. Should feel painfully slow. That's what you want. Keep your legs nice and straight. Keep the heels over your hips. Maybe even a little in front. So you feel the engagement of your 6-pack to support the spine. Try not to lose any of your range of motion through these repetitions, right? Get that band opening and get it as tight as you possibly can each time. Okay, you have 5 more and then we're going to hold it out. You should definitely be feeling this in those outer hips. Try moving your feet a little more forward, just for shits and giggles. Okay, once you've done those 5, just hold it open. Just hold and breathe. Now rock your feet forward 2 inches and back 2 inches. And just keep rocking it forward and back while you hold your feet far apart. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my goodness. Get rid of that band. And we're gonna do a quick little figure 4 stretch. Right foot over your left thigh. Bring the left knee in. Give it a big old squeeze towards the chest as you rotate your right knee forward. How good does that feel? Now switch it. You're not here long because we got more work to do. Switch sides. Hug it in. Okay, take your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Get them nice and straight. Flex your feet. Push your heels towards the ceiling. Hands behind your head, crunch it up with your elbows back and your chin tucked. Belly down, slow motion down with the right leg, nice and slow. I want you to feel your right side body doing a lot of work here. Hold the heel pushing out just above the floor, so it's at hip height, and then bring it up slowly. And do that 4 more times. Keep trying to lift your shoulder blades off the floor. Draw the belly down, go up and down really slow. Such a simple exercise, but really good for your midsection. One more. Okay, both feet on the floor. You're going to roll your head side to side. Just get everything relaxed in your neck. Okay, let's come back up with both feet. And we're going to do the other side. So crunch it up, elbows back, chin down. Legs push straight. Slow-mo the left leg down. You should be feeling this through your core on the left side. Keep trying to lift the shoulder blades. Push that heel away from you so your leg is locked out straight the whole time. 4 more, nice and slow. Crunch up higher. Drop those elbows back. Don't hold your breath, right? It's really important to breathe. Here's your last one. And relax. Roll the head again. Bring your knees into the chest this time. Head goes side to side. Now hold it on one side. Turn the head as far as you can. Just hold. Turn it the other way. Just hold. Okay, one more exercise for the back of the body. This is the Sean move. So you're going to have the smallest bend in your leg. Start out with your feet hip width apart. Turn your toes in to touch, and then turn the knees in to touch. Fingertips only, so the back of the arms are not on the floor. Now push your heels down with all your might. Push them down. Now pull them. Now squeeze your knees. You're adding on to this. You're not stopping one to start the other. You got all 3 things going on simultaneously. Now pick your butt up. Keep the squeeze big. And release it. Take the arms all the way back behind you. You're going to do this 4 more times. This is one of the best exercises there are for your whole body. Round 2. Turn in, push down, pull, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Butts up. You're squeezing with all your might. Let it go. Arms go back. Round 3. Fingertips, toes touch, knees touch. Push down, pull, squeeze, lift. Hold that squeeze. Make it tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release it. Okay, come back. Get in position. Push down, pull, squeeze, lift. Count to 5 slowly. Release it. Let's do one more. Why not? Come back. Arms down. Fingertips only. Sorry, arms up. Okay, feet down. Pull, squeeze, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it go. Okay, keep the left leg down on the floor. Bring your right knee into your chest using your hands. Circle your right ankle. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Same thing, other leg. Draw it in. Nice and close. Make a big circle with the foot. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Okay, bring both knees in. You're going to make a little circle to massage your lower back really quickly. Then we're going to transition to some chest work, some arms. So you might go one level down in your weight than the heaviest ones. We're going to start with a regular chest press. So whatever weight you normally use is what you're going to grab. We're back down on the floor. So you've got your palms facing forward. Give me a pelvic tilt so your lower back is on the floor. Come down slowly, lots of control, and up slowly. Let the weights touch at the top, and then turn your palms to face each other while your weights touch. Then open them back out and do another press. So you're going to come up, touch the weights, turn your palms to face, and open them back out and repeat. So you're just adding in that nice little rotation. Now it's really important here to keep these weights over your chest and not your face when you're pushing up and down. Keep the wrists nice and neutral. We're not going super fast here. We're using the weights and trying to make them almost feel heavier than they really are by moving slowly. So you're exhaling when you're pressing up, and you're inhaling when you're coming down. Big old squeeze of the chest when you're turning those palms to face and weights to touch. Really squeeze those chest muscles. Okay, you have 5 more, nice and slowly. Remember, if you need an option, you can always alternate one at a time. Nice, okay. Put the weights down, I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna do some ab work. And a few stretches and call it a day. So before we start abs, let's rock the pelvis. Rock it down and then tilt it back up. Bring your feet close to your heels. Sorry, bring your heels close to your butt. I'm sorry. And just keep rocking that pelvis. Work the full range tilting up and the full range tilting down while you draw the stomach down. So you're simultaneously doing that. Now tilt it up. Fingertips only on the floor, so the back of the arms are lifting up. Lift your feet up and draw the knees into your chest without using your hands. Now, in slow motion, take those feet right back down where you started, very slowly, while you press your stomach down. Once you get the feet on the floor, don't release the stomach. Keep it pressing down. Lift back up again slowly. And take them back down. You're going to do this 8 more times. And if you don't feel that stomach trying to pop up, I don't know, something's not working right. Make it your focus. Belly down, use your muscle. So important to keep these muscles strong. When we're old and you want to get up and down from a chair or a seat without depending on your arms, you do this. It's also a little work for those hip flexors. When those feet are hitting the floor, those hip flexors are helping. Okay, now take the knees over your hips and give me a 45-degree angle bend in the leg. So knees over hips is the most important thing. Now, do the same exercise by slowly lowering the feet to the floor and picking them back out. This is the more advanced progression of that move. So if you need to go back to the way we started, that's fine too. Really press that belly down. That's the most important part. Such a good way to work your abs because you're not using your neck. It's all core here and hips. You have 5 more. And if you're bringing your knees close to you when you bring them up, you're cheating the move because those muscles get a chance to release. I want them working the whole time. Okay, bring the knees in. So you got one hand on each knee, you make a big circle. As big as you can. Go in the opposite direction now. Okay, we're gonna make sure we stretch out these butt cheeks so that we aren't too miserable tomorrow when we wake up. So right knee over left knee. Draw the knees in, take hold of the outsides of the feet when they're flexed, and use your arms to help you get that set of knees in nice and close. So you're feeling this in your right glute. Just hold here. Take some nice deep breaths. Now lift those feet a little higher and then lower them slowly. Just sort of oscillate between going up and down a little bit. Doesn't need to be huge. You're still trying to pull the feet in. Getting that muscle to lengthen out. Okay, feet back to the floor, uncrossed. You're gonna go the other way. Left over right knee. Bring those feet in. Grab the outside, keep the feet flexed. Use your arms to help out here. Move the feet up maybe 3, 4, 5 inches and then down while you draw them in, the knees. Okay, release both feet flat to the floor, legs bent. Feet are hip width apart. You're gonna roll the knees to the right. So you're rolling over your right glute. Just for a little massage. Bring them up, go left. Go right. And left. Now go right. Pick your left arm up towards the ceiling and take it straight back. Take that left knee, push it down towards the floor. Nice little side body stretch over the top of that left hip. Switch sides. Bring the right arm up, take it straight back. Try to lower the right knee towards the floor. Nice. Bring the arm in, bring the knees up towards the ceiling. Now let's connect the bottoms of our feet and let your knees just splay out to the side. Give me a big bend in the legs. And now just rock on one glute and then the other. So the legs are going up and down. Now get rid of some of the bend in the leg and keep the legs going up and down. So you're just rolling on one hip and then the other. It's not big. Smaller bend in the leg. Do it again. And now go to a straight leg. Take the arms directly back behind you. Big full body stretch. Spread your fingers wide. And now turn the palms to face the floor and then open them to face the side. Just open and close. While you do that, start to elevate the arms. Keep turning the hands. Let them come all the way down to the floor. Nice. Take your left knee in and the right. You're going to just rock it side to side, and then we're going to start happy baby. So open the knees, take hold of the outsides of the feet, heels to the ceiling, knees towards the floor. Keep your lower back down on the mat. Give me a gentle rock side to side. Now quiet the hips. Push your feet down towards the floor. And release the legs straight up to the ceiling. Flex your feet, open the legs as wide as they can go. Push your heels out. So you should feel some of the tendons behind the knees getting stretched if you're pointing the toes towards your shin. And then come back with your heels straight up to the ceiling. Lower the right leg down halfway and make a circle with it. Bring them back up to the ceiling, both beside each other, and then lower the left halfway and circle it. Nice, both legs up towards the ceiling. Lower them down halfway together. Draw the belly down. Just press it down. Keep your head on the floor, neck should be nice and relaxed. Focus on the stomach. Push those heels out, your legs are locked out. You're here for 5, maybe go a little lower, 4, 3, 2, knees come in, circle them. Change your direction. Rock and roll yourself up, come all the way up onto the toes. Get nice and high on your toes here and hang out for a breath or two. Nice, now full forward fold, drop your head. You're gonna come up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. Great job, take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job, guys. Hope you all have, oh, Val's gone already. Off to the races.